everyone, welcome to the live stream of Rapunzel's. Thank you for joining here. So today our topic is very more exciting. Can clearly hear to me. I'm sure any uh, no problems. And now today our topic is the HODLer Airdrop, and it's hold GT and get massive airdrops for free. The $33.05 it's cumulative airdrops, and the total airdrops are $170.0 thousand, and its participants are 375.3 thousand. So let's get explore the soon airdrop or basic topic today's. Okay, let's get started to discuss about the soon. So you can see here the soon logo. So you can see here the soon. It's in progress. Okay, it's initial in form. Now you can see here the total airdrops is of soon is here. You can see here the carefully, and the participants are 10,507, and the per GT is 0.030 soon, 7 soon, sorry. And the individual participation cap is 5,000 GT and increase in GT. So within the individual participation cap is the more GT you have, the more airdrops you will receive. Okay. So next you can see here the project introduction. So Soon has three main products. So the first is the Soon Stack is the first SVM roll up stack to bring Solana to all ecosystems. Okay. And the currently five Soon chain lives. InterSoon is the messaging protocol allowing the seamless communications between Soon chains and major ecosystems. SIM4 are the fun is the ultimate copy trading platforms and the allowing users to copy trade the best traders in the world. Okay. So next you can see here the Jonah Zhang. It's the founder of Soon. Okay. Now here's the highlight, the vision and the highlight. You can see here the Soon is bringing Solana everywhere with the most performant and the CVM roll up stack. So Soon stack and the ultimate copy trading portal sim for fun. Okay. So now you can see here the Jonna Zhang is the founder of Soon. So co-founder and CEO has been in crypto since 2017 and the led parties partnerships with the Coin at the Coinbase and the Optimism and Alio. So the co-founder and the CTO Andrew Zhou and the ex-founder in Polkadot and the ZK is well respected for the developing the L level 1S and level 2S is with 5 to Rust. Okay, and the Golang experience. Next, you can see here the token economics, so governance, native assets of the Soon ecosystem, incentives for builders, and ecosystems growth stacking. And next is the technical overview. So you can see here the we pioneered the decouples SVM for Soon stack and removing the consist layer for the execution CSVM, the layer of the for the better performance and the native proof on EVM. So for a sim for fun, we are integrating it with top live streams platforms such as the Tweet and the Twig and for a seamless Web 2 UX. Okay. Next, you can see here the token allocation. So first, the token distribution is the the first token distribution ratio and the unlocking rule. So first is the soonest is 5% and the TGE is 100% and the sooner 8% is 3 month linear vesting. And next is the soon spike, so 8% 6 months clip and the 12 months linear vesting. And next is the soon peel 8% 12 month clip and the 36 months linear vesting. And next is the community incentives for future products with 10% and the TGE 20% release the rest over 36 months. So airdrop for sooner and the soon spot holder 12% and the TGE 70%, 17% release the rest over 12 months. And next, you can see here the TG is 70% release the West over 12 months, and the ecosystem 25%, and the TGE 5% release the rest over 48 months, and the airdrop and the liquidity 8%, and the TGE 5% release the rest over 12 months, and the foundation treasury is the 6% 12-month place, and the 36-month linear release. Okay, next is the team and the publishers and it's 10% and the 12 months place and the 36-month linear release. Okay, next you can see here the risk reminder. The trading market for the currency may experience significant fluctuations due to the technical, legal, regulatory, and other factors. So please thoroughly understand the project details and the conduct sufficient market research before that. You can see here the conduct the sufficient market research before the participating. Okay, Gate cannot guarantee the guarantee that the currency will be listed on the exchange of the final listing status will depend on various factors and official listing announcement shall prevail. So by participating in the project, you accept our airdrop terms and conditions. Okay, so let's explore about the official website of Soon. Thanks to everyone who's joining my live stream. Please kindly support me, follow me, and drop your thoughts in the comment section about my live stream, how I'm explaining the features, topics, and the gate IO. So your views, your your opinions are really uh, having a big matter for us. Because of this, our confidence level is enhanced, and we are explain everything in in the better way. Okay, so now you can see here the soon it's extended Solana level performance on every blockchain. Soon mainnet and setting on the Ethereum BNB chain and the base chain now live. Okay, so you can see here the bridge now and the starting building, so 30,000 transactions per second and the 50 minutes, the most real-time blockchain so far. And $0.01 is the transaction fees, and the total value of locked is 14.64 million dollars, and the total transactions are 28 million. Sorry, and total active addresses you can see here also the there, there is the opinions from the participants. The next is the media coverage. You can see here the Soon network extending this SVM beyond Solana. And next is the mixed SVM great again. And you can see very frequently the features about the Soon airdrops. So the first true SVM rollout delivering the high performance to the every L1 starting with the Ethereum BNB at the base. Okay, next is the super adoption stocks. So you can see here. Next is the accelerate SVM adoptions launch your own Solana. So SAS is the design as a comprehensive suite of the intro interoperable the tools to create a fully interoperable blockchain ecosystems. It combines three core components and the soon mainnet, soon stack, and intersoon. Okay? So now you can see here the soon mainnet, so delivering Solana level performance to the BM between Ethereum and the base. First, the SVM, and Ethereum is the first native SVM rollup on Ethereum. So next is Soon Base as the first SVM rollup on Base, and you can see here then click on the bridge soon. Okay. Next is the Soon Stack. You can see here the Soon Stack is a high performance rollup stack powered by the decouple the decouple SVM. So every project can launch your own Solana via Soons and ROS one-click the deployments. Next is the intersoon cross-chain messaging, the protocol connecting the soon chains to the major layer one and the ecosystems. The intersoon to Solana native, the bridge is now live. Okay, if you want to enter the, then go to the intersoon, click on that. Okay. Next, you can see here the core technical innovations. So near the decouple SVM. So the Soon pioneered the decoupled SVM framework, which enables the seamless deployment of SVM rollups on a non-Solana ecosystems. Benefits of the building rollup with the decoupled SVM that include the high TPS and the native fraud proof integrations and the reduced DA cost and the potential performance improvement through the horizontal distribution execution. Okay. Here's the market metallization. So you can see here the stone metallization. So here is the stone solves the SVM marketalization, the problem by the implementing market Merkel Paris Patricia Try. So is MPT and the unique entry within the SVM. So key features include the state root and verifications, including the proofs and stateless executions, while the improving cross-layer operations and that it bridge security. So for more technical details, so please refer to the paper the authored by Andrew and on Soon and the Judge on Anza. So next you can see here the Fire Dancer integration. So Soon is the first SVM based chain to successfully integrate the Fire Dancer, the high performance Solana client developed by the Jump Crypto into the Devent. And now next you can see here the Soon unlocks the next level for of real time performance and the SVM execution. And next is the horizontal scaling. So soon redefines the blockchain scalability through the horizontal scaling and the method that expands the capacity by the adding more machines to the share the workload and rather than the upgrading a single machine's powers. This approach ensures the theoretically infinite growth, and as each new node handles a portion of the transactions and independently. So by leveraging the TPU distribution and the procedure and the consumer architecture and the SIMD83 optimization, and soon makes the horizontal scaling possible. Okay. Here's the blogs you want to more updated. So you can search the blogs about this soon. So here is the Simfor.fun, and you can see here the April 29, 2025. So introduce the Simfor fund, the on-chain eToro, and the Very. So eToro for Solana and powered by the Sun. Okay. And next you can see here the Sun-based mainnet is now live on this. And next introducing the Soon Big Bang Season 1 and coming soon NFT utilities. Here is supported by the industry leaders. You can see here the HBC and ABCDE and Anagram and Harper Sphere and the SNZ's Capital, so Amber Group, so Arc Streams Capital and the Geek Cartel and the Paka and the MH Ventures and IGG Capital. So now you can see here the Anatoly Venico and Emrit, the co-founders of Solana Labs and the co-at HODLer is Amrit Kumar and next is the Kritik Talwar. It's a co-founder of the ETH Global. So next is Chris Ba is the Epic lead at the Blossom, and next is the Alex Trajan, so the executive director of the LU. So Robin Russon is the Berkeley, so is the co-founder of the Wormhole, and Lily Liu is the president of the Solana Foundation. Kash Tanda is the global head of the super team, and Victor D is the co-founder of the Manta Network, and next is Alex Kaya, and the founder of the ABK Labs, and the Mustafa Al Bassam. It's co-founder of the Carestia, and Matt Caris is the co-founder of the Caldria, and Dana Murgison is president at the Matter Labs and the Parabel. Banerjee is the co-founder of the Avil, and next is the Danny Osorio is the ETH Ethereum January lead the partner and the Meta Web. Next is the Jed Holfen and the CSO at ANZA, and next is the Jonathan King is the principal and the Coinbase Ventures, and next is the Babel James is the chief revenue officer at Japan. And next is Adam Jean is the ABAC advisor at the Solana Foundations. And next is Skylar Weir as the Ducan and the Duke Connect lead. Thank you, Eagle Eye, for joining here and also the High Ambition. Thanks a lot for joining here and drop your thoughts in the comment section. It's my honor. Thanks a lot. The beautiful day, Alexan and Tron and Kate users. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So next we can see about some features. We are going to explore it. Uh, is wait for some time. Thank you, Larry. Thank you for joining here, dear. And Mehmet Happy. Thank you for joining here. So now you can see here the super adoption stack SAS path to the mass adoption. And now it's you can see here. Oh my, with a little bit. See, and you can see here the super adoption stack. The SAS is the ultimate blockchain stack that connecting everything and the anything. Okay, why super adoption stack? So the author by the Bruce Clankverse. Okay, and you can see here the all thoughts on mass adoption. So since the launch of the Soon Janet we have received the valuable the feedback from the builders and the community members. Many express enthusiasm, but some also raise questions. So now you can see here that some so it's a questions, okay, but many express criticisms, but some also raise the questions why build yet another layer two, and what is the purpose of introducing new stacks? So we would these efforts not further complicate the existing landscapes by the adding more fragmentations, okay? Now you can see here that to answer these questions, we must start with our thoughts on the mass adoptions and our vision. So you can see here our long-standing goal has been to drive the mass adoptions of the crypto and blockchains. We believe that achieving this requires two essential components. First is the introduce high-performance execution environment, especially the Solana virtual machine SVM and to all major level one ecosystems, and this serve as the foundational performance layer for achieving mass adoption. Second is the established interoperability between these SVM chain and all major L1 S2 enable seamless interaction. This form the foundational communication layer for achieving mass adoption. Now you can see here to explore the first condition further, we can draw upon solid the insights shared on X. So introducing the SVM-based L2, the solutions into the ecosystems like the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the Tone is critical. So as we believe the SVM the represents the ultimate evolutions for all virtual machines. So SVM's performance advantages significantly that reduce the interactions between the cost and the addressing and the long-standing performance and the border next in blockchain. So with leading L1 ecosystems already achieving a high degree of the decentralization and the sufficient security guarantees, the integrations of the SVM that creates a solid foundation of the achieving the mass adoption. So soon mainnet and the soon at stack and the critical to solving this challenge, enabling developers to deploy the SVM across analyze any L1s. Okay. Now you can see here the some links are here. You can join it. Okay. Second conditions involves the introductions of the cross-chain community, the protocols, and ensuring that the developers can interact seamlessly across the different stacks. Okay. So now you can see her assets as the Soon mainnet and Nexus Stone stack and the Interstone. They are the sum of them is equal to the path of the mass adoption. So next answer to the community questions the understanding or vision that provides the basis of the for the answering these questions. So we can go into more detail. So why build yet another layer 2? So what is the purpose of introducing a new stack? So you can see here the building a new layer 2 and the roll up stack so might seem the counterintuitive, and in a web 3 the landscape already dealing with the significant fragmentation. So however our goal with SAS is not to add complexity but to remove the barriers. Okay, you can see here, we believe that the Solana virtual machines offers the most effective paths and the words the widespread blockchain adoption. So based on its the stack come into place, so enabling developers to leverage the benefits of SVM while ensuring that users across any layer one can access its benefits seamlessly. Okay, next is would these efforts not further complicate the existing landscape by the adding more fragmentation. So you can see here the building of unified executions environment alone is not enough users as users and the assets becomes fragmented across the multiple chains, and this separation has been a core challenge for many layer 2 networks and which struggles to attract the liquidity and the maintain the active sooner. So as soon has made across the chain communications and the seamless user experience a priority from the very beginning. Okay. So now you can see here this brings us to InterSoon, and InterSoon is not merely to a bridge; it is the cornerstone. So now is what is the super adoption stack? So you can see here that to solve the problem of the liquidity fermentations and the lack of the interoperability and the between the chains, and more importantly, to achieve the mass adoption soon, is proud of to introduce the super adoption stacks as a vision for a fully interoperable parallel. So the blockchain features you can connecting all the networks through the seamless communication. So SAS represents a paradigm, the shift towards a unified blockchain networks. You can see here SAS. So now you can see here SAS is designed as a comprehensive suite for of interoperable tools to create a fully interoperable blockchain ecosystem. So it combines three core components. First is Soon mainnet. Soon mainnet is a general purpose layer 2 that settles on the Ethereum. So second is the Soon stack. So Soon stack is a modular roll-up framework allowing for an SVM layer 2 to be deployed on any layer 1 with one click, so such as the Ethereum and the Bitcoin. And last and third one is the InterSource across the chain messaging protocol that ensures the smooth interactions and between the networks and you can see here the student tag and other level one as the layer one as the connecting them all in the seamless interface. Next is the InterZone as cross-chain communications protocol for the seamless interoperability. So here's why cross the chain communications matters. The challenge with the existing solutions. First is the lack of a unified standard for the cross-chain and the assets and the data transfer execute access exacerbates and the core problem of the liquidity fragmentation. So users, sorry, issues is developers and users all are the facing difficulties dilemma. So it's either they deploy the same asset the application across the every major level layer one network, so incurring highest cost and potential complexity, or limit their activity to a single chain, so thereby the forfeiting the benefits of the wider network participations. Okay. This is the challenge we believe must be addressed in our path forward. So, however, with some current solution in the market often fall short of providing only partial answers to the problem. So, first is the limit of the intro probability system. So, now you can see, however, these systems are inherently limited to the several key space and the Cosmos and the Polkadot and enable the interoperability as within their own ecosystems, but they require additional bridges or converts to the connect with external blockchains like Ethereum or Solana and limiting broader to the multi-chain integration. So upgrade within these ecosystems demand the synchronize the updates across all chains and increasing technical maintenance and the complexity and the updated across all chains and the risk of the errors and moreover expanding interoperability beyond their ecosystems. Okay, the next is the limits of the and rapid assets and the token bridges. So another commonly employed solutions for across the chain interactions is the use of rapid assets and the token bridges. These mechanisms are attempt to enable the cross-chain functionality by the creating representations of one chain's native assets on another chain. So, for example, the WBTC, the first is the wrapped Bitcoin allows the Bitcoin it to be used on the Ethereum network. So, while this approach is widely used, and it introduces several critical challenges. So, wrapped assets pose centralizations at risk by the relying on custodians. So creating single points of failure and trust issues that they are also fragmented liquidity across blockchains and the spreading assets thin and the reducing efficiency. Okay. Next is the interzones connecting all the networks, the current interoperability, the solutions such as the interoperability, the systems and token bridges and the wrapped assets have the significant the limits and that it hinder the realizations of the seamless assets sharing across the blockchain. And you can see here the unlike building across the chain protocols from the scratch, we choose to build on top of what well established, so mature, okay, the mature across the cross chain communications protocols that we have that have been the operational for a significant. Next is the key features. You can see here the key features. So I unified the communication standards. Interzone enables the different blockchains to communicate using a standardized to the messaging layer. So they eliminating the need of the developers to the build custom bridges or wrapping mechanisms for each new chain. So next is the preserved liquidity. So by keeping assets in their native from cross chains and Interzone avoids the liquidity fragmentations caused by the traditional token bridges. So assets can move freely between chains while maintaining their original liquidity and enhanced performance and the decouple SVM brings the unprecedented and the performance and improvements to cross the chain interactions by the enabling chains to the communicate without the technical overhead of the bridges of or token wrapping. So this reduces the transaction fees and increases the scalability of cross-chain DeFi applications. So now you can see here next the tune where it's Solana bridge and the first step is we are building the tune Solana bridges which marks the first version of the interzone and the first step towards the SAS and it will be the launch very soon and the tune Solana bridges opens the door for a win-win scenario. So the tune users can now explore the first DeFi rich environment of the Solana and its SVM layer 2 solutions will while liquidity from the Solana, including meme coins, can seamlessly flow into the tune. So enriching its mining game, and the application ecosystems. Okay. Next is about Soon. So Soon Stack is the most efficient Solana virtual machine. So you can see here the apps we have the role of delivering the high performance on any layer one ecosystem. The execution layer uses a decoupled Solana virtual machine. So as opposed to the forked SVM, the framework used by the most SVM, the projects, the derivations of the pipeline. So, and dispute the game are implemented and according to the OP stack. This and the source missions is to create the highest throughput, the roll-up stacks using this SVM, the accelerating the SVM adoption, so bringing costs down by the 10x and unlocking uses cases across the ecosystem. Sony is backed by the most well-respected angel investor is in the space, including Anatoly, and Yakovenko, and the co-founder of the Solana Labs, the Lily Liu, and the president of the Solana Foundation, and the founder of the Anagram Ventures, Jonathan King, and the principal at the Coinbase Ventures, Mustafa Al-Bassam, and the co-founder of the Calypsia Celestial as Amrit Kumar and the co-founder of the HODLer Prabal Banerjee and the co-founder of the Avail and other other prominent builders. Okay, there is written by the Soon SVM. So you can see here the Soon Stack is an SVM framework that allows for any SVM layer 2 to be deployed in on any L1. Okay, no response yet. So now you can see here the more from Soon SVM. So first is front through the challenges united for Soon that later from. So you can see here the truth brings from argument among is the friend David Hume. So you can next is the Soon base mainnet is now live on the base. We are thrilled to announce that launch of the base Soon base mainnet. So next is introducing Sim for Fun and the on-chain eToro for Solana Power. So why loss and why you can the copy trade the best. Okay. And now you can see here the recommended from the medium. So free crypto mining is the free crypto mining. So how to get the started today. So that's the technical deep dive. So the scalper revelations and the what is the deep in and in deep discussions on EIP 7702 and the best party practices. Okay. So the memo test nets and next is the what permissionless oracles matter. Now you can see here the Soon Bridge, bridge is a bridge you are talking across multiple layers, one and layer two, and the CVM chains. Now let's check it out. You can see here the gym and Soon, and you have also the exciting updates. All bridges withdrawals are now proceed in just one day. Okay, you can see here the options Ethereum and soon mainnet in the other Cobalt X and EarnX and the privacy first deep in the protocol on soon. So now you can see here, okay. There's a roll up and the decouple SVM and in the path analysis. So you can see here the introduction, first of all, as blockchain technology that becomes widely adopted on the chain, scalability issues have become the increasingly prominent, especially in public chain ecosystems like Ethereum. How to achieve the high throughput and the low transaction cost while the ensuring decentralization and the security has become the major challenge. So you can see the scheme with the optimizing being in its flagship projects. Okay. Here's the architectures for optimizing optimistic rollouts optimism as an example. So key components of the optimistic role architecture. So roll up LCD level layer 2 the phases are very important issues. So how to drive the blocks from layer 1. So you can see here the reason why block the derivations is so important is because the layer 2 is this essentially an extension of the layer 2, so the layer 1, sorry, and the layer 2 cannot independently keep a ledger without L1, and the legitimacy of the L2, the ledger also needs to be recorded on L1. So in a way that the decentralized consists of L1 in confirm. Okay, why is it designed this way? So we can categorize the data as that L1 L2 the submits to the L1 into two major types of the understanding. First is type is transactions batch information. This batch information is particularly important because it supports the independent verifies in replying L2 transactions and the verifies can use this batch information in recompute an independent state root and check whether it matches. Okay. The second type is the state root. The state root reflects the on-chain state after the L2 transactions are executed, including count balances and contracted statuses. Here's engineering implementations and optimizing as an example. So you can see here the currently optimizing the main components and including OP node and OP get OP batcher and OP proposer. Okay, yes, you can see here. So OP nodes is the coordinates, the data standardizations, and between the L1 and L2. So OP grabs executes the transactions and the contracts on L2. The OP batcher is submits L2 the transactions batches to ensure the data verifiability. Okay. So next is the OP proposal. So periodically, the submits L2's status to a route to L1 to ensure states updated and data consistency. Okay. Next is decoupling the execution layer from the concept layer. So next we will dive deeper into the concept of the decoupling using the optimizers as an example. So it's a through our previous analysis, we can see that the with the optimized designs. The result is the separation of the L2's blockchain's productions from L1 consensus mechanisms while maintaining a verification mechanism to the ensure security. Okay. Next is the key role of the derivation pipeline. So although in the process of the decoupling, the execution and the consensus layers L2 can independently produce the blocks, and the security of the system still relies on the derivation pipeline of L1. Next is the decouple SVM, the core execution layer of the suits. At this point, we should have the relatively deep understanding of the decoupling. So the example we used above was the optimism in the Ethereum ecosystem. In fact, within the Ethereum, most roll-up solutions have already achieved. So you can see here the structure of Solana validators. Okay. Now it's the execution layer, reconstruction, and the TPU transaction processing unit. And here is the derivation layer and the derivation pipeline, derivation layer architecture, and the interface design. Sorry. Now you can see here the derivation. The first step is the inter derivation in to obtain the latest block header for L1 and extract the key informations on needed for the derivation the informations. Okay, now you can see here the block header, deposit transactions, data availability, batch information. Next is the packing L1 drive and data. So L2 local transaction and the block reorganizations and the block finalizations. The default proves the challenges mechanism. So you can see here the Soon's derivations layer not only the sports block productions and the reorganizations, but also ensures the system security through a false proof the mechanisms independent the validators can replace the L2's transactions based on the state root and the transactions batches submitted. Okay. Now, next is the fault proof processes. You can see here the validator replay transactions and the submit fault proofs. And next is the block rollback and reorganization. Next is the conclusion and outlook. So you can see here that after deeply analyzing the technical architecture of the decoupled SVM, so we can clearly see that the benefits of the decoupling significantly enhance the system security, the performance, and the flexibility across the multiple levels. So one of the core advantages of the decoupled SVM so is improve the security by the separating the execution and the consensus layers. So validators and can independently replay the L2 transactions. So now you can see here the architecturally the decouple of the SVM that demonstrates. By providing a detailed analysis in these articles, we aim to showcase the technical advantages of the decoupler SVM, particularly its outstanding performance in terms of the security, performance, and the flexibility. Thank you, Discovery, for joining my live stream and the TC92 Shining Moon. Hi, Mission. Thanks a lot for joining here. So now you can tell about Soon. So Soon Stack is the most efficient Solana virtual machine, so delivering the high performance on any L1 ecosystem. So you can see here that I also shared the information about the Soon. So let's get more more things. So now we can go on how to participate in the HODLer Airdrop. So you can see here, as long as your GT holds in the gate accounts in is no less than one, okay? And so now you can see here, the as long as your GT holdings in the gate accounts is no less than one, so you can participate in the receive airdrops without locking or stacking GT, okay? So next question is which accounts GT holdings will be included in the calculations? So here, total GT holdings in unified accounts, spot accounts, isolated margin account, the copy trading accounts, and the boards accounts, and the financial and payments account. However, GT in crypto loan and GT2 are excluded. Okay. Next is the how is airdrop amount calculated. So once you join the project, here is the project. The system will track your GT holding, taking multiple random snapshots every hour to calculate your average hourly holdings. Your final reward is based on your average holding during the entire project period. So if your average holding are below 1 GT, you will not receive any rewards. Okay, final token received equal to the hourly your average hourly holdings and all participants average hourly cap and the total airdrop amounts. So it's sum up. Okay. Next is the what is the per GT? So is now you can start what is the Gate Launch Pool. So Gate Launch Pool is an innovative stacking and airdrop platforms where users can stack GT and BTC, ETH, USDT, or other tokens to earn early airdrops of the hot and the new coins. And you can see here the how can I participate in the Gate Launch Pool. So first of all, the first log into your Gate account and then navigate to the Gate Launch Pool page and then choose the project you want to participate in the and then stack your assets. Okay. So next, which coins can I stack in the Gate Launch Pool? So first of all, the tokens eligible for the participation will be announced on the mining page of each project. So please visit the cross spending page of the Gate Launch Pool to the view more details. Okay. And next, how many tokens will be rewarded? So early. only stacking rewards the individual latest 1 hour invalid stacking amounts, the total pool stacking amounts, and the hourly rewarded the sorry hourly reward pool. So next, you can see here how many tokens will be rewarded. So early staking rewards are an individual latest 1 hour, and the wallet stacking amount, so total pool stacking amount, and the hourly reward pool. So this will they will take the multiple snapshots of the personal stacking amounts each hour, okay, and then how are rewarded distributions. So will take the multiple snapshots of the personal stacking amounts hourly, and token rewards are distributed to the eligible users. So hourly earning will be distributed into the users' spot accounts, and when will the stack assets be redeemed? So after the users redeem in advance, so to the advance or the stacking is completed, the stacked assets will be transferred to the simple earn by the default. So if this option is uh, is unchecked, so the stack assets will be redeemed into the spot assets. So if the amount if the amount of the redeem assets is too small and does not meet the minimum claims amount of the simple earn, and the assets will be automatically transferred to the spot assets. Okay, next is how can I redeem my stack assets to the at any time? Yes, you can redeem your assets at any time. So here's the they will take this multiple. So they will take the multiple snapshots of the personal stacking amounts each hour. So and it calculate the wallet stacking amount. So however early redemptions may result. And can I? So in addition, each stacking pools imposes a daily redemptions and daily redemptions limit. So individual users can only withdraw up to 3 times per day. Okay, can I add additional stack assets? Yes, you can increase your stack assets at any time. Okay, then can I participate in multiple projects at the same time? When there are multiple launchable projects going on at the same time, so you can stack in different pools to receive new tokens. And what is the minimum maximum mining rewards I can receive? So the hourly reward hard cap per users for each project is different. Once the cap is reached, no further stacking rewards will be granted. So please refer to the relevant announcements to the or the mining page for the reward hard cap limit for each project. Okay. So next is, will stacking assets in the gate launch will impact my VIP levels? So no asset stack in the gate launch pools will be included in the assets holding calculations for the startup for free airdrops and the pre-order prime and the VIP privilege. So next is the what will happen to my funds if the project is ended early. So in case of early ending, your stack principal I will be automatically the redeem as soon as the project is ended, and your lost interest will be distributed. Okay, about the single coin multi mining. So, the single coin multi mining is the newly launched stacking features of the Gate Launch pool that allows users to hold the same asset to and receive the multiple new tokens reward across the different stacking pools. And how to join the single multi mining. So, the participants must separately select and click the stack to join the stacking pools. That's for single coin multi mining to earn the rewards for multiple stacking pools. Okay. Next is how will my GT holdings and the calculated if I want to join the single coin multi mining GT pool. So the will take the multiple snapshots of the participant GT and the GT2 holdings that are ETH or ETH2 every hour, and they take the average as effective holding amounts. Okay. How many tokens rewards can I earn? So early rewards use the GT holdings amount the total user GT holdings in the pool, so early reward for the pools. Okay, the can I redeem my assets? You can read unstack in my settings. Okay, there is no single coin multi mining pool on my Gate app. Why? The please make sure you have to update your Gate app to the latest variants or higher, or you can visit your. Start about annual percentage rate. So you can see here when the reward coin is stacked coin. So APR total rewards are released in the last hour. So last hour's total stack was a 365 multiplied to 24 multiplied 100%. Okay. Next is when the rewards coin is not the stack coin. So APR is equal to the total amount, total reward released in the last hour and closing price of the was coin of the last hour. So last hour's total stacks and the closing price of the stack coin of the last hour multiply 365 and multiply 24 and again multiply 100. Okay, and in single coin multi minings you can do the same things. Okay. Now we checked out how to participate in the Gate HODLer Airdrop. So you can see here the HODLer Airdrop is an exclusive free airdrop event for the users holding GT. So users only need to the hold no less than 1 GT to claim free airdrops. Okay, how to join the Gate HODLer Airdrops and claim free airdrops? So first log into your Gate account and navigate to the HODLer Airdrops. Then if you want to join on app, so click and then HODLer airdrops. If you want to perform on the web, so then click on the launch, then launch pool, and then HODLer airdrop, and then select the in progress project and click participate now. And the to participate, so next is the participation result can be viewed in the airdrop records or the project claim page. Okay. Now you can see here the HODLer airdrop. So first is the HODLer. What is the HODLer airdrop? So HODLer airdrop is an exclusive free airdrop even for the GT tokens holder. Users only need to hold on a certain the amount of the GT to share the airdrops tokens based on their holding proportion. So next is what are the requirements to the participate in the HODLer airdrops. So The GT holdings participation limit may vary for each project. What is the GT holding? Sorry, what is the requirement participation in the HODLer Airdrop? So participants must complete the identity verification and hold at least one GT. Okay. Next is what is the GT holding participation limit? So the GT holding participation limit may vary for each project, and the specific limit will be clearly stated in each project's airdrop announcement. So how are airdrops tokens distributed? We will take a snapshot of your GT holding at the time of the participation and at the end of the airdrop. So also, actually the airdrop tokens will be distributed based on your GT holding proportions of the total snapshots amount. Okay. Can I participate in multi-holder airdrops? Yes, as long as you hold enough GT at each project snapshot time and meet the participation requirements. Okay, you can participate in the multi-holder airdrops. Next is what will I definitely receive the tokens if I participate? Yes, you can. The users holding at least one GT can 100% receive the airdrops. Okay, provided by the provided they maintain at least one GT at the snapshot time. Okay. Next is the how can I check my airdrop tokens? So reward will be calculated and distributed within the 21 days and after the project ends. And you can check your participation history in the launch poll holder airdrop. And next, what should I do if I have not received my airdrop token? So if you don't receive the airdrop token, so please first check if you meet the participation and the criteria and the confirm your GT holdings at the snapshot time. If the issue persists, please contact the consumer support. Okay. Thanks to everyone who is joining my live stream. And now the topic is over now, and also thank you for everyone who's joining my live stream and support me from join me so from start to end, and also support a lot to me, especially the high ambition. You are a really outstanding supporter for me. You are the best one person in my live stream. You are every time you are joining and support me. It's really also a good for me, and I really appreciate it. And thanks a lot for your support and the following, and also your appreciation is a lot for me. Thanks a lot. And now I'm going to end up this stream. And I want to request to all of you, my viewers, please kindly support me, follow me, and drop your thoughts in the comment section when I'm streaming. And please share my live stream to your friends and family members and also loved ones. Okay, and please kindly support me and share, go on my post and also drop your thoughts in the comment section. Okay, on the post. And now going to end up the stream. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and may God give you success in every field of your lives. And now going to say the goodbye to everyone. Take care of yourselves now. Goodbye. Take care. Bye bye.